Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. The day's beginning, there's so much to do. Good morning, y'all. It's gonna be a good day. It is going to be a good day. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Some of you might be asking, who is this man? Is she showing up in my timeline? Well, welcome to Living Out Loud, the podcast. I am living out loud, and this is my podcast. I should let you know that I am a teacher, a licensed, while it is currently expanded, licensed nonetheless, teacher, educator, art teacher. I was the art teacher at a Christian school. Oh, such a wonderful, wonderful experience. And I talk about it. I think about it. I talk about it. I talk about it because I am sharing my life experiences with the listener. My target audience is my younger self. What are you talking about, lady? My younger self. My younger self. My younger self is a quiet person. My younger self is a listener, always listening to what's going on around her. My younger self is observant, is always learning, paying attention, but quietly. I call myself a quiet observer. That's what I do. I'm listening. I'm paying attention. I'm learning. All the time. All the time. I'm learning, and because I'm a teacher, I'm always planning on how I'm going to get this message, these words, these things across to the hearer, to the listener. So I have words, I have life experiences, I have wisdom that I can share to a person who is listening, like I am, like I did. I learned so much. I learned so much paying attention. I was raised in the church, so God has always been an influence in my life, always. And hindsight being 2020, when I look back, I can just see His footprints everywhere. You should also know that I'm an artist. My medium had been acrylic paint on panel board. My paintings, I'm getting good at this, y'all. I hit that dead spot. I'm actually still in it. I don't know why it reconnected, but anyway. My paintings are large. Murals. you could describe him. Big. Like my personality. Big. I've always been this person. I've just like a rose. I am flower. The Bible told me that my latter life would be better than my former life. Well, I'm in my latter life. And you know what? I believe that promise. And I believe it so much that I am going to bring you all along. I have decided as a creator, because that's what that's what an artist does. In the beginning, God created. That's the first thing he did. First thing he did, created. And then he said to me, he purposed me. He gave me a talent. He gave me a talent to create. The ability, he gave me an ability to recreate. I can't create it. I can recreate. He's the creator. But he gives me ideas, innovative ideas. He puts desires in my heart to feed his sheep. We are all sheep of his pasture. And so, I am not a minister in the now form of the word. No. I am ministering in the verb form of the word. Action. I am using words. I'm using this platform. I'm using my life, my faith, in my Creator to live out loud. I believe that he is about to do a great work through me. Well, why do you believe that, Christine? Well, as I've said before in other videos, in the Christian school that I worked in, we had an affirming word that we said every morning. I am special. I am loved by God. I will be great because God makes me great. And it's with an attitude of gratitude. I am thankful. I'm so thankful. Whew. I am so thankful that God lives in me, and I will be a great person because God makes me great. That's why it is I think that I can do this. I can live my latter life outside, out loud. I've seen the Bible. I've seen faith right now, I'm going to be present. And I'm also going to share with you the plan, the future plan. So, I am going to be living out loud. I'm going to be focusing on several things. Health. I will be becoming healthier. Out loud. Oh, cat, diggity dog. My water. Gotta pull out my water. My mouth is dry. Tumbling, tumbling, tumbleweeds. I will be becoming financially healthy out loud. I'll be becoming physically healthy, emotionally healthy, spiritually healthy out loud. So, hey, come on, take a ride. There's a party over here that ain't no jive. It's live, live all the way. Live, you don't even have to walk, don't even have to ride. Just slide, slippity slide. Forget a bunch of troubles in your 9 to 5 and just sail on. Come along and ride on this fantastic voyage. I'm the captain of this vessel. I'm gonna take you on a cruise. So I was watching Pocket Watcher with JT last night. He did a live. I can listen to him. Y'all, he know what he's talking about. He is about his business. Okay? Financial planner. Hello. I need to learn some things. So I was listening to Pocket Watcher with JT. I live on the YouTube streets. I am learning something. I'm in YouTube elementary right now. I'm in the beginnings of my learnings. But at the end of it, I will have a degree from YouTube University. And I'm bringing y'all along. Anyway, so I heard him loud and clear. The first thing I have to do is have enough savings to cover 6 months of my living expenses. That's the first thing I gotta do, okay? First thing I gotta do is to do that. Then I gotta pay off my debt. That's the second thing I gotta do. So, this is where I am in the journey. Dad, I'm living out loud, y'all. I gotta tell it to you. You gotta know. I gotta say it. It can't be too much. It can't be. If this is the direction that God is taking me, He is not going to lead me in a path that will be detrimental to me, that will be harmful to me. That is not how God operates. So hush up and listen. So Dad, who has worked and earned and has passed on his legacy. Well, I don't have anybody to share that with. My siblings are gone. So I have have savings. I have that 6-month savings. I will not honor, wait, I'm driving and I'm paying attention. I will not dishonor all that he has worked for. I won't do it. There is a plan. I have a plan. I had a plan. And I didn't know how the plan was going to, I didn't know how it was going to happen. And this is not the first time that this has happened to me. I have had plans, I've had thoughts, I've had wants and desires, and I did not know how it was going to happen, and it did. I had a desire in my heart that my daughter would not go to public middle school because of the district I lived in. I was not going to send her to the middle school that she was districted for. Was not gonna happen. I learned that the hard way, because she had an older brother who went to the same school, and I took him out. I was like, you know what, forget this. Forget this. I'm teaching them. I would go to the school. I would find out what they were teaching. I would come home and I would learn it, see what they're talking about, and then I would talk about it with him. Give him a heads up on what was going on, what was coming on, and that worked for a while. But then I was like, you know what? Damn it! If I'm teaching him, shit, I might as well teach him myself. I was in school learning how to teach. So okay, I hadn't gotten far enough in my, but I took him out. And he learned some things. Anyway, she wasn't going to the school. She wasn't going. And I didn't know how I was going to make what I was going. I didn't know how I was going to have it, y'all. I did not. So, this is what happened. This is what happened with her. I got a job. I started working at a private Christian school. Y'all, I did tell you that the church, God, has been an influence for my whole life. I got a job. I became the art teacher at the Christian school. And guess what? It came with some perks. My daughter could go to the private Christian school for free. I took a cut in pay as I went from a bus operator. I drove for the local transit company. I went from being a bus operator to a teacher, to the art teacher in the Christian school. She went, okay, watch this. It was an entire system. It was a preschool, elementary school, middle school, high school. I took her out of public school in the 5th grade She finished the 5th grade in the Christian school where I was her art teacher. I don't think y'all are listening. Y'all not hearing me. How can I not share this? How can I not say it? It's all true. It's the truth. I told you the other day. I won't ever lie to you. I won't. I'm not making this up. I won't ever lie to you. I won't ever lie on you. I will not. I won't do it. And I won't ever lie for you. I'm not going to do it. So if you married, and this is the kinds of conversations we're going to be having on the 14th, which is a Monday. And I don't want to do it on the 14th. Valentine's Day is on a Monday. I don't want to do that. I want to do it on a Sunday. So on the 13th, I am going to launch conversations in the evening, adult conversations where we're going to talk about some adult things. This morning car chat, I want to keep it positive. Still living out loud. Still talking about some things. But in the evening time, having adult conversation and allowing you all to what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh my God, I'm about to the 13th, February 13th, I am going to launch I'm going to get the app that will allow us to chat together. And if you want to come up on screen, you can. Or if you just want to have your avatar, you can do that too. I'm only going to share the link with those of you who want to be a part of those types of conversations. So right now, it's 2 of us. And we're going to be yippity-yapping, okay? We're going to be talking about some things. Some real life, adult kinds of things. Things that you don't want the children to be around to hear. Children should be children. They should not hear adult conversations and adult whinings and adult groanings and adult truths. These are the kinds of conversations you should have with your children alone. They shouldn't hear it on these social media streets. But I don't have young children, so I'll be running my mouth. I'll be talking about some things. I'll be sharing some things. Some truths, some hard truths. I'm gonna be honest. I'm learning. I'm growing. I'm becoming out loud. Not your secret keeper. I will not be your secret keeper. So if you step to me, knowing that you should not be, well, life is about choices. It's your life. You can do with it what you want. But I'm not going to be quiet. I will not be quiet. I'm going to live my life out loud. So, I know didn't know how she was going. Oh, I was telling you all that she started in the 5th grade. It was a whole system. She started in the 5th grade. The system began to dissolve. And the first to go was the middle and high school. The last year of the high school was her graduating year. Now look, y'all can't tell me. You cannot convince me. There's nothing you can say that would convince me that that school was put there. It was purposed just for me. You can't. You can try. You can try. But you won't be able to do it. I'm convinced. Just like I'm convinced that old boy who thought he would rub my little skinny thigh, and then weeks later push me up against the wall, toss me up against the wall, give him a feel old man, dirty old man. Y'all, he didn't live much longer after that. I'm convinced. You can't tell me otherwise. That God allowed that. He allowed that for me. That was not meant for me. I went through what I went through. I had my own crosses to bear. That wasn't one of them. I know those who had. And it's those younger selves, those younger listeners that I'm talking to. Those younger listeners, oil and water. Oil and water. That's what I was thinking about this morning. Oil and water. Anyway, God is in it. This person in this here big is tapping into my reserve nerve. They are all over their lane. So I'm just going to slow down a little bit. I'm already late, as y'all can see. I'm already late. 9:15, that was supposed to be. Anyway, so yeah. So if you are new, if you are new to my channel, and if I showed up in your feed, there is something that I'm saying that is going to, there's no doubt in my mind, it's gonna, some kind of which way, my words will not return to him. I am purposed. Okay, let me tell you another reason why I showed up in your feed. So, I wrestled with God. There was a time in my life that I wrestled. I wanted to know why it is other people were hearing from you through prophetic word, and I was not. I wanted a prophetic word. I wanted somebody to. So I don't know which. It had to have. Okay. I did hear a word, a prophetic word. I did. I'm lying. I'm not telling y'all the truth. But anyway, yes, I heard it loud and clear. So I just remembered. That's not true. Anyway, I was wrestling with God this particular Sunday. In my mind, I let him know, God, I want to hear from you. I want to know what it is that you want me to know. What do you want me to know? And I ain't leaving this altar until I hear from you. Then I heard it. Physician, heal thyself. Physician, purpose. Heal thyself. Out loud. So yeah. So I'm bringing you all with me on my way to work, right? All I do is think. Why not do it out loud? So I was fretting last night about what am I going to talk about? And then a calmness came upon me, and I realized I don't have to plan this out. I don't have to plan this out. All I have to do is talk about what is happening right now. Pocket watching with JT. I'm getting. Okay, now I have the savings because Dad, in his wisdom, realized that he needed to do something before he was unable to do something. Y'all, you gotta make a plan. We gotta make a plan. And we have to share the plan with somebody who can carry out the plan. Guess what I'm doing right now? There will be no reason in the world. You know what? Y'all can call this a living will if you want to. I think that it would stand up in a court of law. I have 2 children. Everything that I am doing right now, all of this money, financial, health, I have more years behind me than I have in front of me. I am not doing this just for me. There is a promise that I hold on to. I am in my latter life. My latter life will be better than my former life. Now, I've told y'all some things about my former life. Some struggles and some hard times. But I don't even want you all to believe that it was all bad. Oh no. Remember, he put people in place for me. The angel of my life, he put in place for me so that I would have a place to run to get away from He put a whole lifestyle in front of me when I was living with that narcissist. Y'all, I was living my best life. Once I walked out of that house, it was like walking into the bright. Literally, that's exactly what it is. And when I walked into the house, again, it was like, that's just the truth. That's just the truth of it. Hey, man, I am going to talk about my time at the church. Oh, I am so glad to see you. Let me tell you another reason why it is that I am doing this thing out loud. Y'all remember on Friday nights, we could go to church. There was something going on Friday nights at our church. The one who she would be called the youth minister. That would be the term that would be used for her. Her husband was I don't want to use any names. Her husband was the organist, the minister of music, and her brother-in-law was the pastor. Y'all, you know who I'm talking about. Anyway, Friday nights, that personality, oh my gosh, she lived out loud. She loved out loud. She loved her children out loud. She loved her husband out loud. I saw that. I loved it. I decided I want to adopt that. The angel of my life, you know who she is. She showed me, she showed me faith. I learned everything that I learned about faith from her. From sitting at her table in her kitchen while she praised, while she sang. She didn't just sing in our church. No, she sang in her kitchen. And she allowed me to sit in her kitchen. Anyway, it's good to see you, brother. So good to see you. So good to see you. I want you to get your own YouTube channel. I want you to start cooking and putting some of that stuff that you be. I want you to put a camera in that kitchen and show us how to cook. For real, like the real cooks do it. Anyway, I have reached my destination late and all. So, appreciate y'all keeping me company. Appreciate you keeping me company. And I am so excited to see you. See that you are watching. You all was watching. Look. Go to my YouTube channel, Living Out Loud the Podcast. Subscribe. Hit the like button. Make a comment in the comment section. And hit the notification bell so that you know when I upload. I didn't upload my live from yesterday. I was recouping from that interview. That I gotta wait 2 weeks at least to find out that I got the job. Anyway, let me go on the inside and act like a professional. So, love you all to life, and bye for now.